Shalom Israel. This is the brother Zakar, back with another short and Lord willing edifying lesson. And before I start off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glorifications unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect. And as you can see, the title of this article that this lesson is going to be based off of reads, Los Angeles man admits selling ghost guns 17 pounds of meth, and it was published on February 5th, 2023. Now I'm going to read. A 27-year-old Los Angeles man has pleaded guilty to federal charges for selling 17 pounds of methamphetamine and 89 firearms, including dozens of untraceable ghost guns, prosecutors said. Julio Ernesto Lopez Menendez could face life in prison when he's sentenced May 26th, according to a statement from the U.S. Attorney's Office. He entered guilty pleas on Friday to one count of distribution of meth and one count of engaging in the business of dealing in firearms without a license, the statement said. He's been in federal custody since his arrest last April. In one deal in January 2022, Lopez Menendez sold a buyer a dozen firearms, including 10 semi-automatic pistols that were ghost guns lacking serial numbers, prosecutors said. In another transaction a month later, he sold the same buyer 14 more guns and a pound of meth, according to the statement. And that's the end of it right there. Short article. And this is the type of BS that Jake be doing, here in Babylon. Jake, and this is Jake of the Northern Kingdom, which is dominant out here in California. So I'm going to jump to the scriptures. I'm going to start off with this first. Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So what this guy was doing here was selling drugs that can be considered, witchcraft or sorcery, according to the scriptures. And he was poisoning most likely his own community, because that's what, a lot of these drug dealers do. They sell these toxic things in the community where Jake be at. And, most of these homeless people, see, where you see all types of people, but a lot of it is Jake, especially around where I be at. You got Jake out there strung out on drugs, Northern and Southern Kingdom, downtown Los Angeles. This don't really affect Esau, the so-called white man or these heathens, although, the whole world partakes in drugs, but they're not the ones that, that are primarily homeless on the streets, and if they look like so-called Edomite, there's a chance that they could be a Jake. There's a good chance that they're a Jake. So, in the laws, according to the scriptures, if you do these type of things, you're supposed to be put to death. But here it says that, he's facing, all this jail time in Esau's court system. But, he's not going to have his sentencing until May for some stuff that happened in 2022. And he's been in custody since last April, it says, and Esau's court system is all jacked up. Some people can get away with things, but, if others get caught, depending on your socioeconomic status and whatnot. So this is just, part of the unjust world that we live in, because if this was according to the scriptures, this guy would be speedily and quickly put to death, but now he's just going to be right there, sitting on death row, or, who knows whatever is going to happen. They might only give him, a couple years, and he might get back out and do the same crap again, So I'm also going to go to Isaiah chapter 1. I'm going to start at the top. The vision of Isaiah the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken any more? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your land, strangers devour it in your presence, and it is desolate as overthrown by strangers. And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. So, this is just this was a vision that the prophet Isaiah saw of, of Israel being in a lowered state. And that's also how Israel is right now. Jake is in a lower state as a whole, um, in drug addiction, poverty, violence, you know, and this last scripture, verse 8, where it speaks about the daughter of Zion, that's Israel, is just in a jacked up state, like a besieged city, that they have, you know, they're damaged. And when a city is besieged, it's under attack, so right now Israel is under attack from different angles, be it Esau, demons, and also, these curses. Jake is still under the curses to this day, which shows we are not in the new covenant yet. We can't be in the new covenant because we're still in this lowered state, this messed up position. And the 9th verse, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. And that's speaking about the elect. The remnant is synonymous with the elect. So, pretty much all of Israel is messed up right now. But when this destruction comes, a small amount is going to be preserved. But the great majority, 2/3 of our people are going to have to die on this side, because in Sodom and Gomorrah, everyone was destroyed. But that's not going to happen here. A small amount, only the remnant, the elect, will be saved. So I'm also going to grab this. Yeah, Lord willing, I'll end on these few scriptures. Leviticus 20 and 26. And ye shall be holy unto me. For I, the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. Leviticus 20 and 27. A man also or woman that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them. So, the Lord's chosen people, the Israelites, we were supposed to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments that were given to us, through the scriptures and from the Lord. But currently in this state that we reside in primarily in America and as well other places where Jake dwells, um, Israel is clinging on to these other wicked and unclean ways. You know, that's why we need this destruction to come. That's why we need Yahweh Shai to come to cleanse this place and as well as cleanse his people. You know, and this this other verse is just the law, Salakia, of what was supposed to happen to a wicked ass Jake that would do these things. And this is why, another, you know, piece of evidence of why we need, Yahweh Shai to come back. And we need the laws implemented in the earth because this place is just completely out of order and messed up, This is why we need righteousness to rule, and we need the laws to be put in our inward parts. That way Jake will no longer be going off, no longer doing these things, will no longer be sinning. That will be the new covenant, you know? So I think that was all. Lord willing, it was edifying. Once again, I'm gonna end off by giving all praises, honor, and glorifications unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Israel.